All right, y'all. Kind of hot. I probably should have took this off. I'm kind of hot, but I want to talk to y'all about prenups and DNA tests and why I feel they're important. Because unfortunately, when it comes to the female, she's probably going to disagree with this because 9 times out of 10, it gives her a way of. I'll come to that later because I don't know why. I honestly don't know why women disagree with this. Well, I do, but I don't want to insinuate all women. That's the reason why. But let's say it like this: most people say you're already signing up for a divorce if you get a prenup. But marriage in general is a business, whether y'all like it or not. Marriage is a business. That's just the way it is. That don't mean you got to look at it well, you do got to look at it as a business to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? You still want to look at it as love overall, but it's still a business. It's still a business. It's like a business decision. Put it like that. It's like a business decision. You're not going to just marry somebody just because you love them. Well, you shouldn't. I don't think so. In a way I do, but in a way I don't. Like it could be a bad thing. The problem with no prenup is I give the woman and the not even so much the woman, but I give the state the power to determine what they're going to do with shit I earn. That don't make sense to me. So if I'm going to get married, there has to be rules to this. There has to be some type of agreement. Like if we don't work out, you can have half of what we made once we got married. Like I'm not going to try to take that's another thing. No prenup, shit. The woman could have helped the guy build over the years, and then the guy get a better attorney, and he might take everything from the woman. So a lot of times women think that, oh, no prenup, and sometimes it could be good for the woman. It's just having an understanding. My main thing is this. It's not about who gets what and this and that. For the most part, it's not. My thing is, why do I want to go through another divorce after being divorced? So you getting divorced. Now you got to figure out who's this and who's that. Lawyer fees and all that. It's too much, man. So now you're paying more lawyer fees, not just the divorce lawyer fees and shit, but now you're paying more lawyer fees to determine who's this and whose car is that, when it all could have been determined from the very beginning. Like when you divorcing somebody, the last thing you want to do is have to keep dealing with this person. Why do you want to do that to your life, man? That's your health. That's your life. When you're stressed out like that, that's bad for your health. Why prolong it? Right? Ain't got nothing to do with you thinking that a woman's going to do you wrong or this or that. It's a simple fact that it's best, man. Why carry on a relationship that's over? See, when you're just with a girlfriend or boyfriend, y'all break up, you can move on. You know, it's kind of like too when you have a kid by somebody and y'all break up. You can't just leave. You know what I'm saying? You can't. That kid's kind of like the what I say the. No, I ain't gonna use that as a good example. But my point is, no prenup. That's what's gonna happen. Once y'all break up, it ain't over. See, but if I got a prenup, right? When we divorce, I'm gone. I ain't got to deal with you no more. I don't got to speak to you ever again. You know what I'm saying? But if there's no prenup, we already know what time it is. You know what I mean? Now the state's going to get to decide what happens with the things I earn and all this crazy ass shit. And I got to pay lawyer fees. More lawyer fees on top of divorce lawyer fees. These men be going insane and killing themselves over shit like this. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a prenup. It's just an agreement. You know, it does not mean that I don't think the woman is The right one, none of that shit. But a woman who's really the right one, she wouldn't get mad if you wanted it. I mean, she might not want to do it, but if you wanted to do it, she wouldn't get mad. Why? I mean, she'd be like, oh, well, I don't plan on breaking up with you anyway, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the people say that they feel, right? Because people will say, well, I don't plan on breaking up. And signing a prenup is like kind of saying I'm breaking up already. Well, why does it matter? If you don't plan on breaking up with me ever, why does it matter if I sign a prenup or not? It don't matter because we're not breaking up anyway, right? So it don't matter if I sign 10,000 billion prenups. You know, don't matter because you're not breaking up with me, right? So I'm just doing this for no reason. So what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? And I get it to a certain extent, you know, why people might feel offended or something. But from a logical standpoint, you got to do it, man, because, you know, after the breakup, you still going to be dealing with headaches and shit like that. And it should have already been established. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like in a prenup, I would be like, everything I had before her, mine. But everything, even if I took my money and put it into a business after I met that woman, that's fine. She can have half of that or something. I don't give a fuck. Whatever I accumulated after her, she can have half of that. But before, no, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And we needed to figure out who's getting a house, who's getting this, and who's getting that. It just has to be, man. Because there's no guarantees in these relationships. If you say that there is, you're fooling yourself. You already lost. If you say that we will never break up, you know what I mean? You already lost. Because you're basically taking for granted that you guys will never leave or break up with each other. That's not a good thing. You shouldn't have that mindset. You should have the mindset of, I got to stay on my toes and make this shit work day by day, every day. You know? That's the way I see it. And the DNA shit, I've always been, I'm getting the DNA. I don't care. If she don't like it, then I'll let a woman know that way before I even marry a woman. Like just in a conversation, getting to know a woman. I want a DNA test. Just cause. Before I sign my name on that birth certificate, yeah, why wouldn't I? Why not? What is it hurting? It don't matter. She never cheated or anything. What's the big deal? Who gives a fuck? If the roles was reversed, I wouldn't care. Like, oh well, she wants a DNA test. It is what it is. I want her to know that I want her to know that it's her, or you know, I want her to know that it's her kid. Let's say the roles are reversed. When I say talk about DNA test, it could be way before I even think about having a kid with a woman. Just out the blue, like, hey, if I ever have a kid by a woman, I want a DNA test. So when that day comes, I don't want to hear, no. I told you that 12 years ago. So you already knew 12 years ago that when I have a kid, I want a DNA test. It ain't got nothing to do with you personally or how I feel about you now, today, 12 years later. Now, you already knew that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand why I'm in my feelings because of how he said it. Who cares? And a man can't say that ain't my kid, or I'm not signing that birth certificate. He can't say that later. See, a man can't do all that. A woman ain't even got to go through all that bullshit that a lot of women got to go through to try to prove that a man's a dad if the man would just willingly took the test. So both of these things actually are good for women too. They just don't see it because they looking at the more of the leverage on their end. They're not looking at it. They're only looking at it a certain way, as far as leverage on their end. They don't realize that actually a prenup could actually benefit them too. They don't realize that because you're dealing with a man who got a lot of money. He's just gonna get a lawyer, and your ass might not get nothing. Some women actually owe men. So go talk to them women that actually owe men and tell them how they feel about a prenup now. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Some women actually owe men. So I'm just saying, man, hey, to me, it's important. It's necessary. It has nothing to do with the woman. Has nothing to do with the woman. But, you know, some people, they feel like they feel a certain way and then they feelings, and that's fine. To me, I don't want to go through another divorce if I divorce a woman. I don't want to go through the headache of going to court. I don't want to do all that. Why can't I establish this now? In the prenup, whatever, after we get married, she can have half of it. I don't give a fuck what it is. But before, no. But after I married a woman, yeah, whatever, who cares? But you got men out here getting stroked. Dr. Dre and them made millions all before they got married. Half of them, not always, but some guys, millions before they get married, and then they get married, right? And then the woman takes all that. Does that sound right to y'all? Or it could be a woman getting stroked, like Britney Spears. I think she got stroked. Does that sound right to y'all? Does it? I mean, why should I let the see? This is the thing. You're letting the government determine who gets what. Whether you're a woman or man, it don't matter. So if the government says that Tawan gets the house, not Steph. Steph don't get shit. Tawan gets everything. See? Instead of us discussing the shit way beforehand, why the fuck can I discuss it with the person I'm about to marry? Who's going to get what? Why I got to let the government decide that if we don't work out? That's my thing. Why can't I decide it with the person I supposedly about to be with? Why can't I tell her, hey, if we don't work out, you're going to get this and I'm going to get that? Why is that a problem? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. It's just best that way, man. So there's no arguments if y'all don't work out. There's no more dragging on. I got to deal with this motherfucker again in court again and again. Like, who wants to deal with that? It's amazing how my phone never does nothing until I get on fucking live. I swear, man. I'm not listening to that shit. I'm making a live. Can't stand that shit, man. Always happens. Phone dead than a motherfucker. Then you get on live and your phone blows up. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Anyways, y'all, man. Yeah, that's just how I feel about it, man. And I understand that it could be a woman might feel a certain way. I don't care. I gotta do what's right. I gotta do what's right, man. Ain't in prenups who gets to have the kids or, you know, shit like that too? See, why does a man gotta go through all this bullshit when he get avoided from the gate? I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna get this shit over with before it even happens. And I hope it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? And if women are so guaranteed they not leaving a man, why does it even matter? It don't even matter at the end of the fucking day. That's like me getting insurance if renter insurance if the house burns down. I don't plan on it burning down. But I still, if it does, at least I got something settled out. I ain't got to go to argue over this and argue over that because I already got insurance for it. That's all it is. It's insurance, man. But, you know, I get it. I already know why most women not going to agree. And that's fine. That woman won't be for me then. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to leave the woman with nothing. Like, after I married the woman, you could have half of the business or whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. But before I married you, like, nah, you're not getting what I earned before I knew you. That don't make sense to me. It just doesn't. It's ridiculous. But this is what's happening. You know, and that's the importance of it. I got to look out for me. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You might wake up 20 years later, love me every day for 20 years, and then in 20 years, you don't want to be with me. What the fuck? I don't know. I can't control that. So I don't know, man. It's a touchy topic. But Charlie Maine, I don't need a prenup because of this or that. Same guy that cheated on his girl though. So you love your girl so much, but you cheated on her. Fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. This is what I mean. Like, he even switched up. Matter of fact, he could have got stroked. He lucky his girl didn't stroke him. She could have. It's foolish, man. I don't care what no man say or anybody say. No man should do that. No man should not have a prenup. But if you don't want to, that's on you. I'm not here to argue with people and all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think people who really care about each other, prenup or not, they will work things out. But the thing is this, what y'all not understanding about divorce, if I'm correct, I don't even know. But I'm thinking, when you get married, by default, when y'all get divorced, you have to go through divorce. That's part of divorce, selling out who's getting what or whatever, right? So why would y'all leave that up to them to decide when you could decide this shit already? Like, you're going to have the kids, you're going to get the house because you'll have the kids. I'll just get an apartment or something. Shit like that. Why does it got to be an argument or a fight, man? It's crazy, man. And guess what? If y'all get divorced, that person might be mad at you. Nah, fuck that. You ain't getting in the house. You and that dude stay out in the street. You know what I mean? Shit like this. Nah, I can't do that now because me and you already established that you got the house. So no matter if you cheated on me or not, you got the house. I can't renege now. You know what I mean? Like I said, some of that shit benefits women, but they don't see that. So it is what it is, man. They scared. It's a boogeyman. Prenup's a boogeyman to women. Oh my God. It's not. It's not. And neither is a DNA test because now I can't say it's not my kid. I can't be like, that ain't my kid. I don't know. I can't do that. Here's a paper right here, Tawan. See? Motherfucker, you can't do nothing. This is what I'm saying. It's not necessarily to say that it's not going to work out or try to get out of shit. It's just, I don't know, man. I just think it's important. I just feel that I want a DNA test if a woman says, I don't care. The kid could come out looking dead like me. I don't give a fuck. Still want it. And I don't even think she cheated. So I still want one. Just cause. So I have it on paper. And the kid can have it on paper. Because you know what? Twan might not be your dad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know how that shit be. Motherfuckers be uncles or somebody whispering in your kid's ear saying, you know what? What's the name might not be your dad for real, for real. Nah. Here's a paper. There's no doubt. There's no dispute who the dad is. It's deeper than a woman's feelings. Oh, he don't trust me. It's deeper than that. Because for one, if the man didn't trust you as far as the prenup thing, why would I even marry a woman if I didn't trust her? So that prenup bullshit, you don't trust me or think it's not gonna work, that's bullshit. Because I wouldn't even marry that woman. Prenup is part of marriage to me. Because if you get divorced, there's gonna be a prenup. It's just not a prenup. It's just a postnup, if you want to call it that. Either way, you're going to go through it. So why not have that shit already established and agreed upon beforehand instead of after divorce, if you get divorced, where y'all hate each other. Now you got to go to court and see this motherfucker every day. You ain't got to go to court if you would have done a prenup. It would have already been done with. We already know who's getting what. All right, it's done. But no prenup, guess what? Now y'all got to go to court and establish a postnup, even though that's not what it is, but you get my point. So which one would y'all rather do? I'd rather have that shit already established. She already knows she's getting a house. She already knows she's getting half of the business or whatever. Fuck all that other shit, man. Nobody got time for that. She just cheated on me. You think I want to negotiate if a woman cheated on me or some shit? Or if I just cheated on her? You think the last thing she want to do is see my face in court all the fucking time? Come on, man. She want to live her life. Get over this shit. See, no prenup means still dealing with a relationship after the relationship. Still dealing with the trauma and all that bullshit, man. Still after the relationship. Fuck that, man. Fuck that shit, man. Hell yeah, I want it. And the DNA test, you got me fucked up if you think I don't want to know if the kid's mine or not. Of course I want to know. Even if I know, I still want it documented on paper. Just cause. So they will know too. Shit, I'm going to give them a copy of it. Like, here's your DNA type, all that shit. So they know who their dad is. What's wrong with that? I don't understand why it's a problem to have it documented that you're the dad. I don't get it. If you're a faithful woman, I don't see the problem. What's the problem? I don't get that. The man never knows. Let's be real about it. Even if he trusts you 100%, he still don't really know. He really don't. You could be playing his ass. How does he know? But it's deeper than that. It's for the kid. It's for you. It's for everything. So whatever. You know, I'm not gonna argue over the shit no more. I already made a video up on this shit way better than this one. So I'm out of here, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm gonna do what I do. I want prenup and I want fucking DNA. Let me ask y'all something. As women, since most women are against this shit, Would you rather try to make deals with me about who's getting half of the business or this or that when I still like you and we still on good terms? Or would you rather wait until I'm mad at you? Oh, now I'm getting an extra lawyer for her ass. She ain't getting shit. See that? If I get a good enough lawyer, you might not get shit. At least you made terms with me on a prenup before when I was happy with your ass. Like, I don't even care, man. I'm just going to give her half of the business or whatever. Right? I think so. I think so. That's just me. But, some people said that I was wrong, And they're not wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong. But the topic was a good topic, so I just feel like I should talk about it. It is an uneasy topic. Like, who wants to talk about if we get divorced when we should be talking about getting married? I get it. But that's part of marriage, man. Either way, you're going to deal with this topic, unless y'all make it and don't get a divorce, of course. But more than likely, we already know what that is, so whatever. But either way, you know what I mean? I'd rather negotiate and talk about that when I'm happy with the woman versus when I'm mad and don't want to see her face no more. Because once the relationship's over, I want to be done. I don't want to keep talking to you. That's why I don't even talk to exes, for real. For what? For what? To prolong a relationship and all this shit? Hell no, man. And then the state gets to determine who gets what of mine? Bullshit. Or if you're a woman, the state, if I get a good enough lawyer, now I can cheat the code on your ass. Now the state gonna tell me I get the house, and you got 5 kids of mine, but I get the house because the state says so because I got more money than you or some shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why it's foolish for women not to do it. But hey, you know what I mean? I don't argue with people, so do you? You know what I'm saying? And Charlamagne, the guy, needs to shut the fuck up about his shit because he cheated. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I mean? No excuse. You married a woman, she was so great, then why'd you cheat? Why'd you do that? Don't make sense. So Charlamagne trying to make men look bad, but yet he cheated. So I don't get that. He trying to put himself up here because men want prenups. It's bullshit. And a woman could look at the prenup like, I don't agree with this. Fuck it, we ain't getting married. Versus, we already married, let me get these lawyers. She acting up, I'm taking the house and everything. She ain't getting none of this shit. But y'all women want men to be okay with, like Hulk Hogan. He got to come to a house he built and look at a boat he built named alimony and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? That's wrong, man. That woman cheated on him with a young-ass man in a house man, that's fucked up, man. I don't care what nobody say. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. But if I already agreed that she could have a house, it don't hurt as bad. It don't hurt as bad because I already told her she was going to get the house if we don't rank it. But, now, like, damn, man, I found out she was cheating. Now I got to get this girl the house. Man, it's different. If I already knew the punch was coming and I already knew the effect of the punch, it don't hurt as bad. Plus, I wasn't mad at her then. Now I'm mad, so now I'm about to get lawyers to fight you and all this shit, and we about to go through war after divorce. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to deal with me for a long time now. War. You thought it was over. We was already going through war before we got divorced. Nope. It's just beginning. See, that's a problem. Which one would y'all rather do? Would you rather walk away from the motherfucker, get what y'all agree with, walk away from him, or would you rather keep arguing with this motherfucker, going to court over and over again? Which one? Some people Hulk Hogan probably still going to court. Who knows? I don't know how the shit works. And that's another thing. Who knows what the state is going to do or how they work and what they say. That's why I like the prenup, because I know what's going on. For the most part, anyway. There might be shit in that you don't know about, but who knows, man. All in all, man, try not to get divorced. That's the moral of the story, But shit happens, man. Shit happens. Nobody wants to die and shit, right? But you be a fool not to put out your will of who you want to have this or that. Or you just going to die and the so-called government get to determine who gets what out of your money. And your kids don't get shit. That's some bullshit. So what? Don't get a will either? Don't get a will either, right? Let the government determine who's getting the money, right? No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Just my opinion. What if I married a woman, she was great, and then 20 years later, she's a crackhead or something, right? Keep that in mind. For all y'all no prenup motherfuckers, right? Now, I got to give her all this money, and she going to neglect my kids and smoke and everything. Does that sound smart to y'all? It don't, do it. Not in my opinion. But if we already agreed on something, it is what it is. But remember, she was this great person. Then she flipped. Her life. She let life get the best of her. Like, you're not. A lot of times, the person you divorce ain't the person you married, unless they was wearing a mask the whole fucking time. So that's what I mean. You don't know. You just don't know. What? Yeah. Let's go back to that. What if she was a great mom and she got on drugs somehow, right? But if I would have signed a prenup and shit, I would have had rights to my kids and shit. Now, she might be able to get all the rights to the kids, and I might not be able to get none. Who knows? Because the government is the one in control now, because y'all let it come into their hands instead of determining what you thought should be fit. So now this woman smoking drugs and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And now I got to go to court to fight just to get something I could have established already. It's just dumb. I don't care what nobody say. It is what it is, though, man. I don't even like talking about this shit, to be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if I do get married, man, I ain't trying to get divorced. Fuck that shit. Who the fuck wants to get divorced, man? Not me. So, why Charlemagne the God talking all that shit? Why you even risking getting divorced by cheating on your girl? That's risking getting divorced. You sleeping around with a girl is risking divorce. You don't know what your wife would have done. But he just trying to put himself up here when it comes to that prenup shit. You know what I'm saying? And put everybody else down here like they wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the woman could clearly look at the prenup, and if she don't like it, then now she has an option of not even marrying your ass. For real, for real. Like, I don't like that. I don't like if we don't work out. I don't like this or that. I guess we ain't getting married. At least the woman has a kind of, a idea of what it could be afterwards. You don't have no idea afterwards if you don't get no prenup. That's woman or man. Remember, it's not worth it, man. I'm out this motherfucker, man. Say what y'all want. Believe what y'all want. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. That's all I can say. And as far as that DNA shit, I can't ever say to you, that's not my kid. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Fuck all that. A lot of these women got to figure out who's the dad and prove it and all this bullshit. She know who the dad is, but she got to catch this motherfucker. He live in a whole nother state and shit. It's just dumb, man. It ain't worth it. If you ain't cheating as a woman and your intentions is good in marriage, why the fuck do you care? What are you worried about? I don't get that one. But, we all know how that go. I'm out.